Hello, kindergartners. Today we're going to do a Jasper Johns drawing, and you'll need a nice piece of white paper. And you might need to get mom or dad or grandma or somebody to help you with folding the paper. We're going to take our piece of paper and we're going to fold it in half. And then we're going to fold it in half again. You want to try to line your corners up good. So you might want to ask for some help with that. And then we're going to fold it again. And one more time. So you're going to fold 4 times. And when you open it up, you'll see that at the top of the paper, there's 1, 2, 3, 4 rectangles, and 1, 2, 3, 4 going down this way. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4 rows, okay, and 4 rectangles in each row. All right, so we're going to work with our numbers today, and we'll work with numbers 1 through 9, and then we'll add a 0. And then we'll repeat the numbers for as many times as we can, which won't be very many. All right? So we want to first take our black crayon. Okay, and I have an oil pastel instead of a crayon so that it shows up nicely for you on the video. And in each square, we're going to write one number. Let me zoom in on that so you can see. We'll write one number. 1, 2, 3. Oh, that's kind of a 4. Okay. And then you'll come down to the next line and put 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Then you can put 0. Then we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 spaces left. So let's just repeat. Okay, so we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, so you want your numbers to be nice and thick and heavy. So when you put your number down, really put it on there with the crayon. Really get as much crayon on there as you can. Okay, nice and heavy. Nice and heavy. All right. Then, when you have all your numbers in here, nice and big and thick, heavy, you're going to take your markers if you want. You can use markers or you can use watercolors, whatever you have. If you have watercolors, like a palette of watercolors, we're going to use red, orange, yellow, green, blue, and purple. Okay, we'll use all those colors, not brown and not black. Okay, so the next thing that we'll do is we will take, and I did this on a larger scale so it would be easier for you to see. Let me go out and make everybody sick with all this movement. All right. So as you can see, I started with my purple, and I went purple, blue, green, yellow, and then orange, red, and then start it over. Back to purple, back to blue. Okay, and we're going to do that until you have filled every one of the squares. Now what should happen is as you're painting over top of your numbers, the paint will not go where the numbers are. It's called a resist. The wax of your crayon will resist it. And that's what we want to happen. Okay? The third thing that we're going to do, step 3, is we're going to take, and I'm just going to fold this down so that you can see this nicely. Pretend that I have all my numbers here. Is we're going to take the crayons, your red, orange, yellow, blue, purple, and green, your 6 colors, and then we're going to start coloring on top of where we painted. And you want to really just kind of play with the color, play with what looks good next to each other. You get to decide how much paint gets to show through, how much paint does not get to show through. You can trace around your numbers. You can add color in different places. Let's see if I can bring that down a little bit. See what I'm doing. We add color, all kinds of wonderful color to on top of the watercolor or the marker that you've put in there. Now, we don't really want to lose the number, but you can color over top and around the number as you need to. Okay, because I like kind of color over top of things. I like to add color in different places. Sometimes I'll let the paint show through. Sometimes I just put a little bit of color in different places. Okay, you can fill it in however you like. It's up to you. This lesson is about discovering how the colors work together and what happens when you put one color on top of another. All right, and we didn't lose our number there. You can still see the number 1, and you can go to the next one and go in, and I think I'll how about red? I'll go in and maybe I'll trace around my number and make it nice and big and bold. You know, maybe I'll take several colors and go around it. Just whatever you decide to do is going to be very acceptable, and however you want to use it. And you can even use your white crayon, if you like, on top of the watercolor or the paint, and it shows up very nicely. But I would try to stay with the 6 colors that we've been using, and I wouldn't use black because that way you might lose your number, and the number is a big part of the process here. We want to use the familiar things like Jasper John did, and so we want to keep our number so that we can tell what the number is. Okay, and that's just the beginning for me on what I want it to look like. And so I hope that you enjoy this and you should have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 squares when you are done, filled with lots of color and and your numbers. Okay? If you have any questions, just email me and I will try my best to answer your questions. Okay? So enjoy your experiment with Jasper Johns' style of making art. Does that make sense to you? Kind of a little scribbly, but it's working. Okay, have fun with this.